In this video, I want to go ahead and break down the 3-step formula to creating a bulletproof mindset and the mindset of multimillionaires. My name is Nehemiah Davis. I am your coach, right? That helps coaches, consultants, and course creators increase their income, impact, and influence leveraging digital products. If you're interested in learning more, go to mastermindwithneo.com or go ahead and message me on Instagram, the word SOP. My Instagram is NEODAVISO, and I will give you my social media automation toolkit to help you really grow your social media. So without further ado, let's go on and get into it. So I want to talk to you about 3 ways, right, to literally dominate your next 30 days, which I believe will help you in the next 60 days, which I believe will help you in the next 90 days, and so on and so on. So step number 1, first thing, treat every single day like it is January 1st. So I don't know when you're looking at this video. I don't know if it's the top of the year. I don't know if it's March. I don't know if it's April. I don't know if it's June. I don't know if it's December. But one of the things I need you to make is a mindset tweak, right? And this mindset tweak has done more for me than anything mentally because it makes me operate at a high level. And you're probably like, Nehemiah, exactly explain this, right? And the mindset tweak that I'm referring to, it is called, right, the January 1st mindset. And you're probably like, yo, Neil, what do you mean specifically around this? So right now, if it's January 1st, right, you waking up pumped, right? You got new finance goals, you got new health goals, you got new relationship goals. Like you are literally sitting down planning out what your next month looks like. And that's generally what most people do on January 1st. Now, a week later, all of that dawns down. Another week after that, all of that dawns down. In a month, you're probably back to figuring out, well, maybe I'll start this again next year. But if every single day you look at your phone and you think, like, soon as you wake up, what's today's date? It's January 1st. Before you go to bed, hey, what I got to do tomorrow for January 1st? You're going to only be putting things on a board that matters. You're going to be putting goals on that board that matters. You're going to be talking about money goals. You're going to be talking about financial goals. You're going to be talking about health goals. So step number 1 in creating a bulletproof mindset is identifying that every single day moving forward is January 1st, which is going to allow you to operate at such a high level that most players in the game would not play on, right? So that's first. Number 2, effective goal setting. I tell people all the time, goals are like a GPS. If you do not write them down, you will never get there, right? So in my book called The Step into Greatness Journal, I actually want everybody here to get one for free. If you go on my Instagram at Neo Daviso, if you DM me the word greatness or you comment on my last post, we're going to go ahead and send you a copy. I've sold thousands of these books at $20 each. I want to go ahead and give that to you totally for free. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this concept in my book called effective goal setting, right? I tell people all the time, goals are like a GPS, right? And if you do not have a clear idea of how to get to the goal, it's very seldomly that you will reach the goal. So I like to do goals in 3 different ways. I like to do 3 sets of goals, right? Your first goal is a financial goal, right? Your second goal is a health goal. And the third goal, you could choose whatever you want. But how I structure the goals are the most critical point. So when you're writing your goals, right, the very first thing I want you to do is write down the goal. So your goal is to buy a multi-family property. Your goal is to make $10,000. I don't know what your goal is specifically, but now that we got the goal, directly under goal 1, we write A, we write B, we write C. Why is this critical, Nehemiah? Because what you want to do is, what is the plan of action to actually helping you achieve the goal? So if I know my goal is to buy a multi-family, right, and if you never bought one, you know you probably need to look at your credit, analyze your credit, and see if it's at that 680 credit score or whatever that your lender is requiring you, right? Step number 2, you probably need to hire you a realtor, right? And see what programs you qualify. One of those programs might be the FHA program, right? Step number 3, you need to start gathering all the documents you need in order for you to get approved for the loan, right? 2 years bank statements, right? Proof of income, your 2 years tax returns, right? And that's what I call setting up proper goal setting. It's identifying the goal, identifying the steps, and then putting a goal on the actual steps, meaning I want to accomplish this on this particular date, right? And then here's something very important, right? I want to go ahead and give this to you guys as a bonus with your goals. The second thing with your goals is you need to attach a penalty to every single goal that you do. I'm going to say it one more time because I don't want you to miss that. Every goal that you have is imperative that you attach a penalty. And you're probably like, yo, Neil, why do I need to attach a penalty to these goals, right? And I want y'all to comment below one of your goals that you have, right? But I need you to attach a penalty, meaning if you do not accomplish the goal, what must you do? Right. So I'll give you guys an example. I'm in the mastermind and one of Rod said, hey, I'm about to have my first live event on this date. And I said, what's the penalty if you don't do it? He said, I got to give my ex-wife $10,000. He said, but that ain't going to happen. So the goal needs to be so severe that it's going to force you into action. Right. So I tell somebody like, I need you to take your last $5,000, flush it down the toilet. Right. It needs to be something that's going to move you into action. And this one particular goal has helped more people take action than anything else that I put into practice. Why? Because that penalty is so severe that they don't want it to happen. So they're doing everything in their power to go ahead and get it done. Next, do me a quick favor, directly over or under your goals. You need to say this. My goals are non-negotiable. Meaning a lot of people are setting goals, setting dreams, and they're negotiable. Meaning if you don't hit it, you're all right with that. If it doesn't happen, well, it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to hit it anyway. Every goal that you set must be a non-negotiable goal, meaning I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure this goal comes true. Every little thing that I could think of, it must work. Number 3, write it down. Exposure equals expansion. One of the number one things that has allowed me to hit more of my goals than I've ever done. One of my number one thing that has allowed me to expand my mindset, expand my income, expand my impact is the people that I'm surrounding myself with. So one of the things that I want you to do, and comment below what your dream car is right now. Comment below where your dream home is, right? Comment below what your dream vacation is, right? I want you to really take a moment and get very clear. What is the dream goal? What is the dream? Where's the dream home? What is the dream car? And what I would like you to do, if you can, as quickly as you can this week, go to the dealership of your choice. If you want to get a Tesla, go look at the Teslas. Set up you a test drive. If you want to get you a Bentley, if you want to get you a Rolls Royce, go to Bentley, go to Rolls Royce, and go look at the cars. You have to see it. I tell people all the time, you got to see it before you see it so you can seize it, right? One of my dream cars since I was a teenager was the Bentley GTC. Always knew I was going to get a Bentley GTC, blue car, blue rag top, tan guts. I knew that. But when I went to Miami, I went and rented a Rolls Royce Wraith. And when I rented the Rolls Royce Wraith, I'm like, man, I really love how this car makes me feel. I love how it drives. I love how the doors open. It really makes me feel good. People are giving me a bunch of attention. And I was able to get that car. But the reason why I was able to go get that car is because exposure equals expansion. If I didn't know it exists, I wouldn't even have got the car. Fast forward, we in Las Vegas did the exact same thing. My buddy went and rented a McLaren. I went and rented a Lamborghini. Never even wanted a Lamborghini, never driven one, never even was privy of it. And that made me feel a certain way. I then went and got a Lamborghini. And again, it took me maybe a year or two to actually go get it. But what happened was that impression was now put on my mind that I can have this lifestyle. I started to believe it. I'll give you guys another example. Sonia in my mastermind, right? The student loan doctor, right? We're in Miami, right? I'm at a conference. So I shipped my Lamborghini down. I shipped my wife's Lamborghini truck down, right? And while we're there, I said, hey, let's go ahead and go to lunch. And I was like, it's funny. I think I even got my wife's keys in my car. So I was just actually driving. So this is my wife's Lamborghini keys, right? So I'm like, babe, I said, babe, I'm like, Sonia, let's go to lunch, right? I said, hun, she said, all right, cool. Like, am I Uber? Like, can I drive with you? Like, hun, take the keys to the Lambo truck. Why did I do that? Because I know Sonia. I know when she sets up her mind, her goals and her attentions on something, a target, she does everything in her power to achieve it. So what happened was 3-4 months later, y'all, she bought a Lamborghini Urus. Why? Because exposure equals expansion. That thing that you focus on, the thing that you make it non-negotiable on, you will hit the target and you will get it, right? So in this month, I want you to put yourself in those environments. I want you to go look at your dream home. I want you to go to open houses, go on realtor.com, go to Redfin, and start looking at these homes that you can go to and understand when you go to a dream or open house, it don't require pre-approvals, because it's called an open house for that reason. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and visit these open houses, right? So you can literally go ahead and get your mind expanded on what's possible. So now we just did that with our house. Now we just did that with our car. Next, I want you to start looking, what does your dream vacation look like? And if you don't have a passport, go get one. Why? Because expansion equals exposure equals expansion. And the same exact thing, write a list of all the events you need to attend this year. Every single event that you like, yo, I need to be a part of this event. I need to be here. So, y'all, that's my message for today. What I want you to do, go ahead and watch this next video. So fire that I just dropped. Keep watching it. Please like, share, subscribe. I hope this video was of value to you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Let's go.